Hey guys, what's up? Alec back with the daily stock market, and look at that, several stocks down big on the day. We even have AMD down 7% on the day, and from highs of the pre-market, they're down 10%. But the stock everyone wants to know about is Nvda, and that's the reason why AMD was moving as well. They were up as much as 8% in the pre-market to $510 per share. Then they took a tumble midday, and as the day progressed, down around 7% intraday overall to $470 per share. So strap in and leave a big thumbs up on this video right now, because this is going to be a quick video all about Nvda, an Nvda update. Now they are up 7% in the past week and 55% in the past 3 months. So they've been on an absolute skyrocket, as much as 216% year to date, just from January 1st, when they were closer to $147 per share. So the question is, are they still a good stock to be buying? Are they a stock that's going to tumble back down to the $300 range, or are they just up, and away from here? So let's dive into it. As we scroll down, Nvda engages in the design and manufacture of computer graphic processors, chipsets, and related multimedia software. It operates through the segments of GPU, graphic processing units, and lots of others as well. They're also the leader right now, or one of the leaders in AI technology, and the chips that Nvda makes typically are the leading chips for AI, for AIs to be running and computers to be processing. We can see the PE ratio is closer to 113, which is extremely overvalued if we're looking at it compared to the rest of the stock market. It also has a market cap of 1.16 trillion. So here we have a great article by CNBC. Nvidia earnings scare away AMD, Intel investors as legacy chip makers lose ground in AI. And remember, Intel is a legacy chip maker, and they're losing their ground to Nvidia, this article is implying. In its earnings report on Wednesday, Nvidia said sales this quarter will likely rise 170%, showing the company's dominance in artificial intelligence chips. The demand for AI chips is not helping rivals AMD and Intel, as both stocks dropped on Thursday, but we just went over Nvidia dropped as well. Analysts say Nvidia's strong outlook through next year suggests that it doesn't have serious competition for the kind of high-powered chips needed to build and run a large AI models. Developers in the world of artificial intelligence can't get enough of Nvidia processors. Demand is so strong that the company said late Wednesday that revenue in the current quarter will jump 170% to roughly $16 billion, which is absolutely absurd and ridiculous to think about, that their revenue quarter over quarter is jumping that much, and it's $16 billion now in the revenue. Nvidia shares rose more than 2% on Thursday before slumping towards the end of the day to finish flat and miss a record close, while broader markets had a rough day, as we saw also. There's a flip side to the story. AMD, Nvidia's main rival in the market for GPUs, is falling further behind. While chip giant Intel continues to miss out on the hottest trends in technology, shares of AMD and Intel fell 7% and 4% respectively, followed by Nvidia's fiscal second quarter earnings announcement. Nvidia's blowout report and comments for executives suggest that demand will remain high through next year, is giving investors a reason to ask if the company has any serious competition when it comes to making the kind of GPUs needed to build and run a large AI model. Nvidia's success also signals a shift in the market for data center chips. The most important and generally most expensive part of data center build out is no longer tied to the central processor or CPUs made by Intel or AMD. Rather, it's an AI accelerating GPU that big cloud companies are buying. Alphabet, Amazon, Meta, and Microsoft are snapping up Nvidia's next-gen processors, which are so profitable for the company. Adjusted gross margins increased 25 percentage points, all of the way to 71% on their gross profit margins on these processors that they're selling to Apple, Alphabet, Google, Amazon, Meta, Microsoft. Nvidia data center revenues are now expected to be more than double INTC and AMD data centers revenue combined, underscoring the growth importance of accelerators for today data centers consumers. Okay, Nvidia is now expected to post 12 billion in data center sales in the current quarter. Okay, that's amazing. So as we're hearing, this kind of growth is absolutely outstanding, but let's look at the income statement. We can see that the total revenue was 11 billion in 2019 and now it's closer to 26 billion. However, they're saying in just one quarter, now it's projected to be between 12 and 16 billion per quarter. If we jump over to a quarterly chart, we can see that their revenue is closer to 7.1 billion last quarter, 6 billion the quarter before that. But in 2023, in the beginning of the quarter, they were actually as high as 8.2 billion. If we go to net income, we can see that that's significantly been rising drastically over the last 4 quarters, especially over the last 3 quarters. Nvidia has become very profitable and reporting very good net income, which is very amazing to see. We also can see that their balance sheet is looking a-okay. Now it's getting a little bit worse over time with their debt to assets getting as high as 46% at the current and with them being as low as 29% in 2020. Okay, so obviously we want that debt to asset as low as possible, but under 50%, even under 60%, is a great looking thing. And right now, Nvidia is on top of the world. So the last thing that we have to worry about is looking at the balance sheet. What we really want to be tracking is that total revenue quarter over quarter is extremely important to be looking at right now. And then also the net income quarter over quarter. Can they keep those two things up? Now, that article that we read at the beginning of this video is absolutely bonkers, and it puts into perspective these price targets. So if you want to understand how these analysts are getting some of these price targets, go back to that article that we went over and read together in the beginning of the video. Go through that part of the video again, because they're doing absolutely crazy things right now, especially considering that they're doubling AMD and Intel revenue combined. Okay, so the competition is going down. AMD, Intel are going down, and Nvidia is going up crazy amounts. We even went over a stat that they were up 170% quarter over quarter on their revenue. Absolutely crazy. You don't hear about this all the time. That's why people are getting really excited about Nvidia. We can see on average, there's still a 32% upside that analysts have on Nvidia over the next 12 months, around a $624 price target. Analysts are predicting on Nvidia with as high as $1,100 per share, $1,100 per share, and as low as $475 per share on the risk side, according to analysts. Right now, Nvidia is sitting at $471 per share. Keep in mind, if we scroll down, we can see where a lot of these analysts are coming from, and a lot of these analysts are top 25 analysts. We can see 5 out of the top 25 analysts all have price targets over $550 per share and closer to $600 per share in the next 12 months. These are the price targets, and they just reiterated these price targets yesterday. So we can see even more of the top 25 analysts. Here's 2 more with price targets above $600 per share. So there is a good chance that we can see Nvidia over $600 per share, or at least closer to $600 per share in the next 12 months. Even though the stock is already up 672% in the past 5 years and 176% in the past year, there is fundamental signs showing that Nvidia could continue to put out amazing numbers over the next 4 to 5 quarters in a row, which would cause the stock to continue over $600 per share in the next 12 months. So I hope you guys appreciate every video I make for you guys. Take the time out of my day to go over some of my thoughts on different stocks, analyst opinion, and we can go over it together as a family. If you want to join our family, by the way, in our trading group, our private trading group, message me here on Instagram at the Daily Stock Market. Now 210,000 followers, 812 posts, by the way. And if you click on success number 9 on my highlight, you can see some of the positive success stories coming from the Discord. Thank you. Over $484 gain. Great trading this month so far in the private group. Up 96% in the past month. $8,200. The daily stock market. Thank you so much for these hints and gains posts. I have started trading 3 months with 12K and I have a $1,300 profit. So congratulations to everyone who's seen all the growth. Now thousands of positive testimonials and success stories. So if you want to be the next one, just message me here on Instagram. I'll shoot you over my website so you can read it for yourself, get all the information, and make a decision. And we can, if you like what you see, we can build some wealth together in the stock market. All right, guys. Thank you, as always, for watching till the very end. Smash a big thumbs up. Share this video with a friend if they're an Nvda investor. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Remember, don't time the market, buy the market. Peace.